Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. Man, you know what? Collecting to me is like almost breathing a little bit, man. You know what? I enjoy picking up stuff, man. I enjoy, taking it out the package, placing it where I'm going to place it, posing it in a way that I want it posed, or, taking it down when it's time to take it down, dusting and all of that stuff. Man, I really enjoy this. I enjoy the overall hunt, looking for toys, man. Sometimes you can find them online. That's a hunt in itself, man. You're out here doing a whole bunch of stuff to find what it is that you're looking for, man. And you know what? A lot of times we take for granted that, a lot of us, man, are doing what we do, enjoying what we do. Man, I'm enjoying this damn hobby. I'm enjoying what I'm getting myself into. I'm enjoying talking about what is coming next, the new toys that are coming out, some of the older toys that are still there. Like I was saying before, Walmart had a deal and they still got stuff on sale. They got a lot of the Masters of the WW Universe still there. They got like 5 or 6 figures for less than like $6. Man, that's a good deal. If you're a Motu fan or a WWE fan, man, you know what? That's a win in itself, man. Shit, 6 figures, man, for those prices, for less than $40 for all of them. And, usually that's like, shit, the price of 1.5 or just one with tax and shipping and all of that. Man, I'm going to say it just like this. I'm enjoying the new market, the new era. Now, I've been talking to a lot of people about a lot of things because we know I collect video games in the process, man. And I was talking to some people about video games, and we were having a conversation about that. The sales of video games, which I was talking to members at GameStop, Target, and Walmart. I was talking to all these people, man, and they were telling me that video games right now are like stagnant. And I was talking to some of the mom and pop stores, and they were just telling me the sales are down. People are not buying. And you know what? See, that's the thought I was going to have, man. The market is so oversaturated. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about video games. They're completely oversaturated. I mean, there's so many people selling. Who's buying? And at this point now, you're looking, if the prices are not what you're looking for, you just leave it where it's at. That's how I do it with the action figures and the comic books. If the prices are not where I want them at, man, if they're not down here where I want them, I leave them alone. Why spend an arm and a leg when you don't have to? When you could just look around. This is why they say it pays to actually do your research on everything that you're looking for. Man, I say at the end of the day, man, I buy a lot of stuff and I make sure that I keep thinking about it. I said, man, you buy a hell of a lot of toy lines. That's who I am. That's what brings me joy, man. This hobby, was one of those things that were basically started when I was little, man. We had the funds to buy me like an action figure a week or something like that. And that was pretty good, man. But over a period of time, when I became grown, and I was able to have grown people money or, just work money, I was able to actually invest in my hobbies. Video games, action figures, man, stuff just started jumping off. Comic books. This is why I say if you take your time, you will find out what it is that you are into and what are you looking for, man. This is why I say never commit to a hobby unless you've been in it for a while. The hobbies that I do right now, I'm invested in them because this is who I am. As far as cologne, buying cologne over a period of time, man, I'm going to be honest, man. A lot of people talk about cologne like, man, you still got that bottle of cologne. How you still got the bottle of cologne? Dude, I don't take baths in cologne. I put it on, but I don't take baths in it. Hell, you got a full bottle of cologne and you telling me it's gone already? I'm trying to figure out how you do all that, and you just wearing this one cologne. If you got close to 200 or 300 colognes, you should be wearing different colognes damn near every day. This is how I look at it, man. I know people with a lot of cologne. I talk about a lot of this stuff because this is what I'm into. As far as my shoes, I wear different shoes because why buy this stuff if you're never going to use it? that's the thing that you do. You invest. I wear different hats because this is something that I was into, man, and still is. This is how you got to think about when you're collecting and when you into something, man. You got to know why you into it. You just don't do it because. You do it because it's something that you could see, your future, self just saying, man, I could pass this down to my kids. But, I don't treat this as an investment. I treat this as an investment in fun. This is a true investment in fun and me having a good time. I play my video games sometimes, man. And you know what? It's like euphoric. It's like a blast from the past. I play some of the NES games. Anything before the NES, man, I left alone. Why? Because, stick figures, the Atari and the Coleco, I had those. But they don't have replay value for me no more. The NES and on up, like the Sega Master, the Sega CD, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, going up, TurboGrafx 16, Neo Geo, all these things, Panasonic 3DO, those type of things bring back joy, man, because, again, I never let them go. See, the thing is, if you look hard enough right now, if you look at YouTube, all those collectors, far as, YouTube channels, you had so many of them, man, and I was looking, and I noticed that they're not there anymore. I noticed I don't see them post anymore. You got Collector's Luck. You got Gaming Manual. You have Renee Bean. Then you got Cody with a K. You got a lot of these cats. And the thing that I look at is when you oversaturate a market, and I'm not saying anything negative about these guys, because I watch all their videos when they post. But one thing that you notice, there's so many guys doing this, so many guys and girls, that the market itself, once you get them, once you sell them, that stuff is gone. And, that's what I was saying. As you get into this hobby, you got to realize you're going to have people trying to say, oh, man, we could charge this and that for it. When you know how much something is worth and the value of it in today's time, and I know I use Pokemon Box a hell of a lot of times. And I use a lot of the games, that some of the high price games. And people ask me, like, what's with those games that you use? Because Pokemon Box is 600 or 700 on a good day on the GameCube. But you don't actually have to get the game. You know what? These companies, these stores are sitting on these games because nobody buying. See, this is why so many sales are going on at GameStop and, bigger places, because they're trying to move the inventory. And, people are like, oh, physical is back in full steam. People are just buying games like crazy. No, they're not. The gaming market is down. If you have eBay people and people who own stores telling you that the gaming market is down, people are not buying games, they're not making money, it's letting you know there's something wrong. And like I said, I don't believe that there's a big push to stay away from video games and, other things like that. But I think that there's a push for people just to be like, if I buy digital, that means I don't have to wait in line. That means that I don't have to have a physical copy on the shelf that's going to take up room, even things that you ain't into. You thinking like, man, this 2K12 is going to take up space. And, you just thinking to yourself. And like I said, I have games over a period of time that I bought. But you know what? I was looking at all the games and, I was thinking to myself, I said, I got a lot of sports games. I got a lot of crazy games. I got a lot of games that, to myself, if you really do, everything and think about it, a lot of these games ain't worth anything. Not every game is worth something. Not all of this stuff is investments. If you treat this as a, just as a step into you being happy, an investment in, you being happy, this is going to be good. But if you treat it as like, this is your retirement fund, bruh, video games peaked in the pandemic. They peaked like a mug. You could have got away with selling a collection for an arm and a damn leg back then. But now it's like, well, with the current, prices of games and, You like, damn, and people not buying, like you say, people do buy, but not like you think they are. Like I was looking at Cody with a K. He had got 80 free games. He sold each lot for 150 a piece. So 40 and 40. And he's amassing a $10,000 game collection again. I guess this season too. He sold all the season one. And my thing was, why not have kept that stuff and just added on? Sometimes I just wonder, like, why are we doing so much extra shit? Like I said, the first time, it probably was lightning in the bottle. The second time, shit is just getting real right now. Because what's happening here is people starting to realize, hey, I can make a lot of money off this stuff. I got a lot of money in my pocket. I can keep this stuff at a certain time. It's real. Just keep this in mind. Man, I'm just looking at everything, man. If I'm going to go back to action figures and talk to you about that, that's real too. But I'm going to go about it and talk to you about these DVDs right here. DVDs are losing steam. DVDs are on their way out the door, basically. And what you're left with, basically, is Blu-rays. Blu-rays, good deal overall. But the digital is killing Blu-rays. For those people who are like physical copy enthusiasts, yeah, you're going to hold on to a lot of the games and movies and stuff like that. But for regular people who are not into that, for this new generation, a lot of them are not into physical copies of anything. So these are just things that you're thinking about, man. When you think that you know exactly what's going on, you truly don't know exactly what's going on because you don't know. But to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.